All right. It's going to be, I believe, on stream. We're going to be seeing mrekk versus maliszewski next. If we are correct on that, I believe both players are in that lobby and ready to go. Tournament client being a tournament client as per usual. So that's kind of unlucky.
Yeah, not too much to be done about that. For those that don't know, the OSU tournament client's just kind of dog shitty sometimes. There's just not a whole lot to be done there.
Yeah.
In so many words, yes. That's exactly what it is.
Last year it was so much worse. At least so far it hasn't had like a massive collapse. Last year we dealt with so much absolute garbage with that client. It was haunting.
Yeah. There are so many stories I could go into with this. I've got like full clip compilations of just the client being terrible, having been here for a long time and being frustrated with the client so much. But yeah, it'll fix itself eventually, or we'll fix it eventually, one of the two. In the
You
meantime,
are on high copium right now, Dio. Oh my god.
no. We know how to fix it. I swear. All right. I swear, guys. We know how to fix clients. All right. No, I don't know. Why don't we talk about mrekk and maliszewski now? Because these two are also just absolutely ridiculous players, both on the same caliber as Utami and Whitecat.
Yeah, mrekk, with no introduction is necessary, right? Mrekk is the #1 player in the world, literally one of the favorites to win the entire thing, I'd say. But also Ristal, because Ristal has been an absolute beast in tournament play recently. One of the best tournament players of all time, I'd argue. Up there with the greats like, well, we just saw Utami and Vaxe. I'd argue they're up there. Absolute beast at tournaments.
In so many words, there's nothing these guys are bad at. Everything is what they are good at, and if you think they have a weakness, they really don't. The only reason they can take points off of each other is because they're just slightly better at some things than the other. And that's really what we're going to be seeing between these two also. mrekk is just good at literally everything. I think if there's one thing I would point to as a weakness for mrekk, or as something that maliszewski in particular could take advantage of,
Gimmick.
I'd say gimmick reading and low AR reading.
I'd say gimmick, yeah. Any C6, S3, I think are things that Ristal can pretty handily win against mrekk in particular. But the rest of the maps, I mean, it's just really a toss-up, honestly.
If I recall correctly, mrekk used to be known mainly for speed. Is that right?
Well, he started coming up in the OSU scene as an aim player for the most part.
Okay. So, all right.
Eventually, though, he did transition to speed. He's got scores like the absolutely legendary United DT, which are ridiculous speed scores. And a lot of the scores he sets nowadays to get really, really high performance point values are in part aim and in part speed maps. So he has to be really good at both of them to take advantage of a lot of what is meta right now to farm. So you are right. He's actually a really ridiculous speed player. But maliszewski also is pretty solid at that. Both of them, honestly, are very, very good at a lot of similar things. I think we'll probably see mrekk pick more into some of those speed maps because of the fact that he is maybe a little bit better on it than maliszewski.
What kind of picks do you expect to see, potentially?
I think S3 is probably an obvious strike for mrekk here, and just not wanting to deal with... Not really wanting to deal with S3, I think is probably the best idea here.
I think mrekk is probably striking S2, S3, and maliszewski is probably striking S1 and S4. I would say he probably doesn't want to go up against mrekk on the DT stream map or on the just pure aim map in S1. And we'll probably end up seeing S5 be the starter again for these two players. And yeah, S3 strike for mrekk, S4 struck for maliszewski to start off. I'm kind of expecting a very similar match to play out between these two. No, actually, S5 struck out by maliszewski, not wanting to go up against mrekk on the alt pick in this pool. We saw that earlier. That was the sort of wiggly aim map where you have to flow through a lot of the patterns. The first map we saw between Utami and Whitecat. So that's an interesting strike, actually. I didn't really expect that one.
Yeah, and I think Ooh, S1 is actually going to be striked out by mrekk instead, not wanting to deal with aim, so we're going to be getting Fleur de Lapine for the first map.
I'm happy with this as a first pick. This map is so cool. Star Rod Kirby map, really weird stream shapes, really polygonal aim patterns all over the place. We saw this in the last match. We saw the same pool last match as well. Players banning out the other two and getting this one. So I'm always excited to see a 8-star Kirby mix map. This thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, I believe mrekk did play this pool immediately prior to this match against Leva Russian. Ristel played Pool B, so this is going to be his first time playing it in the tournament. We'll see how these players play on it. Well, going to be getting into the first map of this match here. Let's see how these players do on it. And right off the beginning, Ristel actually still holding through that beginning, but probably going to not hold on for much longer, I imagine. This map is just consistently a pain to actually combo consistently.
I don't know, man. He's looking really good right now.
It's looking pretty good, yeah, but we haven't reached the actual hard part of the map yet.
Oh,
That's where we're going to be seeing a bunch of misses come in from Ristel and mrekk. I'd imagine mrekk going to be dropping there, but Ristel holding on to the first chorus here. See if he holds on much longer for this part. This part is where the map just gets absolutely brutal. Going to be slider breaking there. This part is just absolutely brutal to combo, man.
Yeah, neither of them really able to hold on to any major combo. In fact, identical combo coming out of that section for both of them halfway through. They both got 37 combo right now. And better act from maliszewski, though. He held all the way up until that difficult section and is just probably feeling a little bit more consistent on this one. 95 accuracy to 93 right now for mrekk, so looking very, very solid and able to hit the big space triples here. mrekk finding breaks on them. Just looking super solid for maliszewski. He's got such ridiculous cursor control. Being able to put your cursor in the right place for these types of patterns is so much more difficult than it looks, and you can see it manifesting the score lead, 100,000 up for maliszewski. This is no small score lead on a map like this, where you kind of expect players to just miss all over the place. maliszewski only ever missing on the truly difficult parts of this map, and that's kind of why I expected this to be a strikeout for mrekk, is because maliszewski is just so damn good at these types of picks.
Oh, I mean, and better news, this can't be picked again, so in any case, that's going to be Ristel taking the first point. maliszewski.
That was extremely clean. I remember when we saw that in the last match, I don't think they were necessarily knocking on the 95 act there. That was a really good performance by maliszewski. Man, I think I butchered the name. Wow, that's kind of hard to say.
No, maliszewski. That was pretty good. That was pretty good for a first time pronouncing that name. I had to ask Polish people how to pronounce his name when he name changed. I was like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try with this one.
BT sakamata1, that is my favorite user. In any case, it's going to be mrekk to pick next. It's going to be C5. Hey, Charlie.
What up,
What's your
Fire?
song?
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is Here's to Us on Double Time, right?
It is.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a fun map. This is definitely one of the easier maps in the pool. We'll definitely see, I think, a few FCs on this, but this is
You never really know. With the gentlemen, sometimes you just get lost in the music. They might forget they're playing Osu, and they'll just start like vibing with it. Honestly, like anything can happen here when it's the gentlemen.
This map though, honestly, with the music though, I think it's just gonna put them into the flow. You know, they're gonna get in the zone, and they're just gonna both SS. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna empower them.
Yeah, like
Power-
a trance-like state.
Exactly. There's actually been like Osu players who have read up on flow states and things like that for playing the game better, because a lot of times players will describe like not remembering how they played the map up to this point, and then suddenly they've got like 1,000 combo and they're full comboing with 99 accuracy. So some players have done research into that. Hopefully the music will induce the flow state in them, get them really going on this map.
I just want to mention that Ristel is SSing through that timing change. The beginning is acoustic guitar, so it's not fully accurate, but he just SS'd it, so cool, I guess. But both players for now holding on to the combo. mrekk going to be the first one to miss.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear here that Maliszewski is a big The Gentleman fan, honestly. It's showing in his play.
He got that timing change right. That's massive, actually. He's got to know the song for that. Maybe a little surprising. mrekk not doing as well as you would usually expect on the DT aim pick, something that's really true to his roots, and that Maliszewski is actually beating him pretty handily on right now. 100 drops so far for Maliszewski on this map.
Yeah, it's just unlucky. But in any case, third of the map remaining. Oh! That's a brutal miss.
I think that's just GG on this map.
Yeah, that's actually... That is like the most unlucky place I think you could miss on this map, and Ristel now is going to be slider breaking at the very end here, but this accuracy from him is just doing him wonders right now, and yeah, that's going to be a 2-0 start for Ristel now.
Damn, was really hoping to see an FC there from Maliszewski there. Just one slider break. Really, really good performance, though.
I mean, no misses on an aim pick like this is definitely really impressive from him. This map goes up again to around 7.5 stars or so after double time. So really, really solid stuff from him to get only the one slider break on that. And yeah, actually pretty surprising start for Maliszewski again. Polish Vaxe versus Australian Vaxe right now. mrekk on the back foot right now as the #1 player in the world. Not something you would usually expect to see, but against Maliszewski, it can't be too surprising. This guy, again, one of the players who we're kind of looking at to maybe take the whole thing to at least contest for one of those top 3 or 4 spots in this tournament.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the S1 pick come out for mrekk here. We were talking about seeing this at some point, just wanting to go with the aim abuse. This map, we've seen it already. Straightforward. Not really too much to worry about on this pick in particular.
How I wish we had custom hit sounds enabled for this map.
I'm kind of glad we don't, I'm not going to lie.
We do? Ooh, okay. Well, apparently we do. We just have to listen really hard. I'm going to be turning up my local volume on this one.
Listening for the air horns and the toasties, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing to note, though, for mrekk, Maliszewski has been an absolute legend on Apex in tournament as of recent. He's set several 700 PP aim scores in tournament within the last year, which is no small feat. Those are incredibly hard to come by, even outside of tournament. So to be able to do them in tournament and be that consistent at the game to pull those off is really ridiculous. Looking forward to seeing what both of them can do on this map, as again, we have a double SS out of the gate for these players. Not having too much trouble with the intro section. I think this part of the map a little bit easier than the ending. Miappa kind of known for structuring his maps that way, but an unlucky miss for mrekk in the first half into the free combo section as well. Just bad timing on that miss for him.
Yeah, still holding onto the SS. We're going to be seeing that at the break point real soon. Absolutely dumpstering this map right now. Granted, still the ending to go. Well, in any case, it's going to have to take Ristel breaking very soon and mrekk FCing the rest of the map for mrekk to get back into this, and with that, I think that just pretty much seals it out of the gate.
I think we might just see a full SS here.
Nope.
Oh my god!
Charlie, there you go!
Oh,
There you go.
Welcome to the dark side.
That's so unlucky. I dared to dream.
That's what happens. You shoot for the stars, end up falling on your ass,
Yeah,
as they say.
the story of Icarus and the wings. Unlucky.
Why,
Still a great performance.
This is why I just kept quiet. I didn't want to jinx it. But the curse is alive and well here. 4 misses at the end for maliszewski, but I mean, he comboed through almost all of the map. Didn't really matter, the misses at the end. And now 3-0, already closing in on the win for Ristel right now. And he's got a pretty big buffer for some of the other maps to come. This next pick is actually Ristel's, by the way. Next pick is actually maliszewski's. I know in chat it says next pick to mrekk, but I believe it should be Ristel's pick next, no? Or oh wait, no, loser picks the next map. That's right.
The loser always picks the next map, so it will still be mrekk to try and gain a foothold here.
Forgot about that. The different type of rules from usual. Usually in OS tournaments, it's just one player picks after the other and that's it. But we do have a bit of a different rule set here where the loser always gets next pick. So mrekk just trying to find a way into this match right now.
He says that his PC is frame skipping. You're at the scene, Fiery.
Yeah,
Can we get him some?
There is some somewhat noticeable lag, and it's kind of affecting him, so that's just kind of unlucky, but I think we're getting that resolved right now, so. In any case,
good.
S4. Any case, S4 going to be the next pick. That's the speed. Speed double time with the burst. What do you have to say about this, Dio?
Well, we saw this last time around, right? This is the speed DT pick, 243 BPM. Not quite as intense as the Deathstream map that we saw in the counter pick pool, C1. Not quite as intense as the Inferi map, but still a lot of fairly long streams and bursts, and at 243 BPM, those are pretty tough to deal with. Both of these players, though, very, very good on these types of speed maps. I think mrekk on paper a slight advantage, but if he is having those PC troubles, maybe we give that advantage over to maliszewski, because he is certainly no slouch on it, assuming that maliszewski's finger injury is actually healed up. I know yesterday, playing in a different tournament, he had complaints about a finger injury, a cut on his finger that was affecting his speed gameplay. So maybe the PC troubles and the finger injury even each other out. Who knows?
Well, he's playing really well today. I mean, we saw him have SS all the way up to the end of the last pick. He's playing like an absolute madman.
Both of them right around the same accuracy as well, missing in the same part. So I'm kind of guessing they actually even each other out here, and mrekk just barely ahead at the moment.
Oh, first of the map done. mrekk going to be the first one to have a drop that makes a quite noticeable difference. Meanwhile, maliszewski is still holding on through these bursts. As we get into the longer ones here, we'll see if he can continue to hold. Struggling quite a bit. Going to be managing for now. As we see another drop from mrekk.
Just not having a good time on this setup today, man. Just not having a fun time on this new PC that he's got at the LAN.
Yeah. Just puts it into perspective just how ridiculous Utami's scores were, and just absolutely demolishing everything when he was on a new setup. I don't know how that man does it. It's absolutely bizarre to me. But yeah, I think this pick is all said and done at this point. Ristel with a 700 combo, and mrekk missing once again.
Ooh.
This is crazy for mriskl right now.
He's just demolishing this man. A shaky start, but like he's brought the act back up to the respectable 94-95% on this, and he's still holding over 1,000 combo. This is a crazy score, even with the early misses.
Yeah, he's recovered very nicely.
God damn. Wow, okay. So his only misses came in that very first intro part, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he went and comboed, 3/4 of the map or so, maybe a little more. Brought the act way back up. All of his act troubles really were at the start. He got to almost 95 by the end of it. I mean, 4-0 for maliszewski up against mrekk.
mriskl's playing out of his mind right now. To be fair, it's like even if mrekk was like at his home playing his best, this still would have been close. This is absolutely ridiculous stuff from him.
Yeah, he's threatening another sweep. He 5-0'd Innerd Kaming to get here, and he's threatening to 5-0 the #1 in the world right now.
Well, we're going to be going into a bit of an easier map now. S5, the next one.
I don't hope that this is the pick that brings mrekk back into this match, because otherwise we're looking at the clean sweep from maliszewski. Definitely an unexpected turn of events, if anything. mrekk usually one of the contenders for being one of the best players in the tournament and winning the whole thing, but maliszewski giving him a real rough time right now. And this is a map where, again, I feel like it's a little bit of a toss-up between the two of them, because maliszewski's really solid on these types of alt maps, these types of wiggle-focused maps that really heavily prioritize flow, and both of them going with hard rock on this map, so the circle size becomes normal again. It goes from big circles to normal circles with hard rock on this map, but a lot harder to keep the accuracy looking really good with hard rock on.
Well, slow start for now.
It's both pretty even right now, nothing too wild.
Yeah, no misses from either player as we start in here.
Just a slight act lead for maliszewski. We haven't gotten to the hard part yet.
Yeah, and the hard part is near the middle of the map. We're gonna be probably seeing quite a few breaks over there, I'd imagine. This is definitely one of the more straightforward maps in the pool, though, so seeing high combos on this, not too surprising from both of these players. Very comfortable on this.
Way better accuracy for maliszewski, though, almost at 99, mrekk down at now dropping below 97 during the slow part, so really, really solid stuff from maliszewski on the accuracy, and true to form has been performing really well in this match so far and keeping it up during this pick. We're now just past the halfway point. At this point in the map, any miss from either of these players can pretty much decide the whole pick. If one of them misses and the other doesn't, then it just becomes a matter of time before the score lead becomes insurmountable for the other player.
Well, players are hitting this section perfectly. None of them are just dropping any misses. And halfway point of the map. Well, about third remaining, actually. And both still holding on to FCs. This is ridiculous. It's literally just down to whoever misses first. Whoever is going to be the unlucky one to break.
And it's still just a slight ACK lead here from Maliszewski, still holding on to that.
Is this map really going to come down to accuracy? Like
That would be very funny.
We're closing on the ending. No, Ristel breaks.
It's a massive break, actually, and mrekk now. I think this is just over with that break, actually. Just straight up, it already is over, and mrekk looking to close in the FC right now. Can he do it? Get himself back into this. Oh!
No, no! Come on, man.
My
That
bad.
was so close.
My bad. My bad.
And they both one miss, but the accuracy gets real close by the end. Maliszewski at one point held a 2% ACK lead over mrekk. Now down to within 0.5% of ACK, and way better combo for mrekk. Really solid play
Oh,
from
S3.
him on that one.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's not what you want to see from mrekk's side. You can never count mrekk out. This is the guy who took Vaxei the tiebreaker last summer. But unfortunately for him, Maliszewski with a very big on-paper advantage in this map. This is the one, if you remember Charlie in the showcase, with the sliders that change speed within the same slider. It's this map.
Yeah. This one was brutal just to even look at.
This map is crazy, and this is, I think, a type of map that Ristel is just going to eat up. He's going to absolutely love this. And we'll see, We'll see, man. This map is just so crazy.
Those sliders are so evil.
He's going... Okay, both players going to be dropping here.
What is this ACK from Maliszewski right now? He has 92% on this.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Especially with all these sliders, all things considered. We'll be dropping quite a bit. But right now, like... It's just the accuracy difference that's making all the difference right now.
Yeah, the combo really doesn't matter too much when you've got a 13% accuracy lead. And Maliszewski actually hit that slider. He managed to cheese the slider ticks. So for those of you watching who are like, wait, how did he hit that slider? He didn't follow that. As long as you hit the little white dots, the slider ticks within the slider, and as long as you hit the slider head, you will keep your combo in sliders in Oath. So Maliszewski cheesing the sliders to be able to keep the combo effectively. And it worked through that slider, and it's really helping him with keeping some of the slider ends. Wow, that miss sucked. That was really unlucky for mrekk.
Yeah, that is like the worst place to miss too, because this is a relatively free combo section here. That would have been pretty sizable combo advantage for mrekk if he hold on to that, but that's just the most unlucky miss that I think you could have gotten on this map, really. Meanwhile, Ristel having the time of his life.
Yeah, he's just making these sliders look easy for the most part. I don't know how many he's missed, but I don't feel like it's that many, all things considered.
He actually might be shooting for an A rank on this map, which honestly is absolutely bizarre to me. Like, he's even comboing through this section. Like, dude, what? Okay, he's going to be slider breaking as soon as I say that. And mrekk actually comboing through this section, which is kind of crazy.
Nice job firing. Nice
Yeah,
job.
no problem, guys. I'm glad I could help. No problem. glad I could be of service, guys.
At least you played both sides there. You were on both teams. You got both of them to break.
Well, in any case, I think this point is all but Ristel's at this point. This accuracy, dude, like, what is this? 93% almost.
And you can tell he doesn't even have it memorized also, because he almost broke on that reverse slider. He misread it and thought it was going to go fast at first, but he had to slow down to catch the slider tick on that last one. It's not memorized. He's just that good at reading these types of sliders, and he's going to take his point
That
and
A
take
rank.
the win over mrekk with the A rank at the end of it all.
That A rank is so dumb, man. Like, there's literally no other way to put it. Like, that map is way harder to hack than I think anyone would ever give credit for. And Ristal is going to be our first player in the winners finals.
I've won over mrekk too, the number 1 in the world. Again, you have to wonder how much the busted ass PC at the LAN is affecting it, if there's frame skipping there. But even still, maliszewski played out of his mind.
Yeah, that was a crazy match from maliszewski. I think a lot of people would call that a toss-up, and it probably should have been a lot closer because both of those players, mrekk has a history of taking Vaxi the tiebreaker in tournament, of being the carry for a lot of different tournaments, for a lot of different teams in a lot of different tournaments as well. But Ristal also has a history of doing really fantastic in 1v1 tournaments and just demolishing people straight up head-to-head. So, massive stuff from him to advance into winners. What is that now? Winners finals for maliszewski.
Yeah, winners
Guaranteed
finals.
top 3. Guaranteed top 3 right now.